guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Omenu Michelle, aka Empress of Buckingham, and we talk about books on this channel mainly. We said the ones that we should add crafts. I'm still working on that, but that being said, I hope you've been well. I've been through the dumps, but I'm feeling much better today, and given that it's the season of Halloween, a month that I really enjoy. I don't read horror things, okay? I read thrillers and more thrillers. And some nights I end up having horror nightmare. Somebody should have told me right before you sleep, never read something horrific. But here I am. I hope you're gonna go out and have fun. Still haven't decided on an outfit. If there'll be an outfit, I can just still, bat suit. because we can. And with that being said, I wanted to talk about a few books that I've read in the past that freaked the shit out of me, and some that didn't. I'm like, oh. I do not read much of horror. Number one, I have a very over-imaginative mind. Number two, I love my sleep. So when my mind gets overactive, my sleep gets cut short. Michelle becomes erratic, irritable, annoyed. I don't like that. And my sleep means I get peace of mind. My peace of mind is the most precious thing. Is it? But I love my peace of mind. So that being said, let's start. Because currently I'm reading The Lonely Dead by Michael Marshall. A book I talked about in my my book haul. If you haven't said, you will go check out. I've been reading it for the past 3 weeks. My slump, so being patient with myself. It has quite a number of diabolical people in this book. I know I love that word. There's the straw man and then there's the upright man. The straw man or the straw man are giving me the creeps. You're reading a book. It's a thriller that is more character based, which I don't mind. It still has a thrill moments. I hope I've reached the climax because I cannot have read 19 pages and I don't feel the thrill. Should not be a thriller. But so far so good. I love the writing style of this author. You need to really be patient and attentive, otherwise you'll be lost. But there's that element of something dangerous is coming, something diabolical is coming, something. That is why I haven't read this book during the night. This is part of a series. You can't read it as a standalone, but there's something, I feel like something that is missing. The first book is The Straw Man. It talks about this group of men who are just out there killing people. I do not know exactly why because I haven't read the book, but there's just some element of dread in the book, and I can't wait to finish it because I need to go read some other thrillers. That being said, please, fans of this author, please don't come for me. I haven't read only 2 books, and given his reputation, I went in expecting to be freaked the hell out. It might work just a bit. And that author is Stephen King. I started with The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon because we cannot start with Eat, Repeat, Cemetery. No. Again, I love my sleep. So we started with this. This is a girl who was going through, if I stand to be corrected, the Appalachian trails. She was going along with her mother and, was it the son or was it the husband? Then they started arguing. She was busy trying to tell them, I need to freaking pee, but you're busy arguing. So she went on her own. And then in the process, she went on a path that is not advised to take, and she got lost. Then her imagination started working out. The book, because it has Tom Gordon in it, Tom Gordon was the person who was like motivating her to not to give up because she wanted to return home, to feel loved. It was just a tiny bit of horror. So this one kind of failed me. but I will take that over anything scary than that because I love my sleep. That being said, I read another book by Stephen King. The first time I tried reading it, I was like, what the heck am I reading? Because it was about this child who has fear of the darkness. So every time he went to sleep, he felt like there was somebody in the cupboard wanting him. So the first time I was reading, I was like, oh no. We tried it like maybe 4 or 5 times, but that scare was just too much. I put it aside. 2 years later, I picked up the book, started reading it, during the day, please, during the day. And then I was like, you know what? This book is not scary. I think it's just the notion that Stephen King's books are scary that's making it scary. Finally, we finished it. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. This book follows a dog called Cujo, very innocent Saint Bernard dog. If you know those dogs, those are those huge dogs that look like cows, but they're very gentle and harmless. And for him to have gone through this, it was just heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. I can't say much because if I say much, those people who want to read this book might not enjoy it. So I'm gonna stop there. The next book. It seems the King family just want to write horror thriller. So the next one is The Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. This book now freaked the shit out of me. And mind you, I was reading it through the day. And mind you, I made sure I was reading it when I was among people. So whether in the office, because at the time I was working at some place in Kenyatta, or in the bus, because nowhere was I reading this book alone in my bed with my imaginations. So this book follows Judas Coin. He had someone who was selling a ghost on the internet. There was no question. It was perfect for his collection of the macabre, the cannibals cookbook, the witch's confession, the authentic snuff movie. As an aging death metal rock god, buying a protagonist almost qualifies as a business expense. Besides, Jude knows all about ghosts. Jude has been haunted for years by the spirits of bandmates dead and gone, the spectre of the abusive father he fled as a child, and the memory of the suicidal girl he abandoned. But this ghost, delivered to his doorstep in a black heart-shaped box, is different. It makes the house feel cold, it makes the dogs bark, and it means to chase Jude from his home and make him run for his life. I was running for my life. What? This was my first time I read a book that had ghosts, and those ghosts, that she-ghost, scared the shit out of me. I love the writing style. I was like, between the kings, who would I pick to read again? And definitely it would be Joe Hill. There was something beautiful about it. It was scary. It was scary for me, I swear. I might have even pissed on my pants at some point. And then they broke my heart. I think it runs in the King's family, because the same thing that happened to the animal in this book is the same thing that happened to the two sweet animals in this book. As in, authors who write books that kill dogs just break my heart. Why do you do that to us? Especially those who have dogs. I'm like, but the cover is beautiful. The story, will I ever reread it? I do not know. But, hey! The last book that scared the shit out of me, I was reading it during a time that we had moved from the CBD. We used to live around the CBD, Nairobi CBD, somewhere. And then, that side of the town, it's always active. There's always no, okay, not that too much noise, just like a quiet, hula baloo. It's not disturbing you, but it's there. So when it came this side, this side is quiet, it's serene, you barely see people unless, you call them or you go on their doorstep. We had recently moved to this side. This electricity was still not connected, so we were in the dark. I was candlelight reading. And I think that kind of added an element of excitement and thrill. But then again, it was raining. And that book was Your Heart Belongs to Me by Dean Koontz. I'm a Dean Koontz fan. I love, there's some subliminal, subliminal message about the power of the mind, of imagination, which I truly enjoyed. There's something about his writing style. When I'm not in a rush, because there's a book I read, the writing style is beautiful, but I was so keen on the thrill But I didn't care for the writing style, and that kind of slowed down the book. But for this one, I think I enjoyed the thrill, I enjoyed the writing style, I enjoyed the pace. So, as I was saying, imagine the setting. It is dark. It was actually raining in a new environment. And it happens that my family members weren't around. I don't know where they went. I know my brother came in later on, but at the time I was alone. So we were reading Your Heart Belongs to Me. What does the book entail? 1 year after the heart transplant that saved his life, 35-year-old Ryan Perry has never felt better. He's getting back everything he nearly lost forever. His business, his life, and with luck, his beloved girlfriend. Miracles do happen. Then the unmarked gifts began to arrive. A box of candy hearts, a heart-shaped pendant. There's something about heart-shaped things. Do I accept them? I'm joking. Most disturbing of all is a graphic heart surgery video and its chilling message. Your heart belongs to me. Your heart belongs to me. Come to me. Ryan is being stalked by someone who feels entitled to everything he has. She's the spitting image of the 26-year-old donor of the heart beating steadily in Ryan's chest, and she's come to take it back. She almost took my heart along. Oh my God! There was this scene. It was raining in the book also, and then there was this descriptive scene of a branch scratching the window. And it seemed that it was in sync with my reality. So I was like, oh, what the shit is happening? What the shit is happening? I continued reading, because it was really engrossing. Weird things were happening, things were moving, and Ryan couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain it. And then when I was reading it, I saw something jumping at the corner of my eye. I'm like, did I see it correctly? Or am I hallucinating my own things? Continue reading it. Jumped. Oh my God! It was a frog. Rain season this side really. Is it activates frogs or what? Science? Hula baloo? Hey! My heart jumped a moment. I put this book down and I said we're gonna read it during the day, and it made it much more bearable to read. This one, I had something to laugh about. I think I actually wrote a post exactly after I read after that encounter. But will I read more of horror? Even watching horror is a trouble, because I know somebody, my niece, is like, okay, we're having movie night. No, we have movie night. She comes, we're watching horror. I'm like, we are not watching horror, please. I love her sleep. I don't know how these people stomach horror, and she watches them as if she's breathing. I'm like, okay, we're watching horror. Okay, we watch a mild one, because so horror reading, no, I've left it to you people. It's not my thing. But thriller, oh yes. And if it has a bit of horror, that one I can stomach. But otherwise, that's 8 books that had promised horror and delivered, and books that had promised horror and books that had promised horror that didn't deliver. If you reached this end of the video, thank you. You can leave a purple heart on the comment section. If you haven't followed me, please do follow me. We're gonna have some fun here. Positive, crazy, fun, creative and crafty. Don't forget that part. And I wish you an awesome November, December. May your year end on a high note, and may you get to read books that will give you more pressure. Hey, no way. I hope you get to read books that give you more pleasure, that take off the pressure of life. And until my next video, bye.